Today's the day that we've all been waiting for. That's because the new map, the New England Mountains, has finally released on all platforms. And today we're going to do something pretty special. We're going to be hunting from a tree stand. Just 1 second before we start today's video, take a look at what we're seeing right in front of us. Amazing job, devs. Look at all the potential spots we can put up a tree stand. All right, we just got motion over here at about 80 yards out. We're hunting on the backside of this river bend here. Now, I'd like to be on this side, but the wind is blowing directly towards those deer. So in order for us to compensate for that, we actually had to be on the opposite side of this river. And we're going to be going for probably like a 60-yard shot. But honestly, we can definitely take a 60-yard shot. I'm hoping that they come... Ooh, there's our buck, there's our buck. He's about 78 yards right there. That's a shot. That's definitely a shot. Wind is pushing back in our face just a tad bit. But you know what? Let's let him come even a little bit closer. It's going to be about a 71-yard shot right there. That is not a shot because now he's facing directly at us. We cannot attempt that shot. There also should be another decent buck in here as well, which that might be him stepping out right there as a matter of fact. Let's find out. Yes, it is. In fact, I believe that's actually the biggest of these two right here. But let's let him step a little bit closer. And that is going to be our shot. 70 yards out. Here we go. We'll zero in for 72. Compensate for the wind. And we smoked him. All right. 70-yard shot, and our buck is going down. Right over there. He's down. But these deer aren't even taking off. Whoa. This is so cool. I've never seen this before. Yeah, they're definitely spookish, but they're still in range. Wow. He's going to be about 70 yards exact. Quartering slightly at us again, so we have to hug tight to that front shoulder. But the wind is actually blowing back in our face to the right side there, so we'll have to hold kind of on the back side of the shoulder to compensate for that wind. But we're going to be going for a 71-yard shot here. Whew! Now that was a money shot. Wow! Holy. But you know what else is good about this spot here, and many of these spots on the river, is look how far down you can watch while you're hunting in the tree stand. I mean, we can see almost 400 yards all the way down the river that way. And if we were in a little better location, we could probably see another 400 yards down this way as well. But, I mean, you could be sitting here bow hunting for whitetail, and all of a sudden you have, you know, a huge black bear walk across right here, or a giant bull moose, or who knows, maybe even some bobcat or fox are going to cross over here, as well as some coyote. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, the amount of opportunities to be able to hunt stuff from tree stands is pretty much endless. This doe is going to walk right underneath our tree stand, and we are not going to pass up this opportunity. But there she is right there. We're going to drop her right below us. I know I said we're not going to shoot any more does, but I mean, she's going to walk right underneath us. I guess we're going to take her down too. Nice shot. We just took down an entire herd of whitetail out of this tree stand. So here's this doe. Shoulder blade lung shot right out of the tree stand at 12 yards right below us. But yeah, apparently this doe crossed right here. And if she could cross there, then we should be able to cross here too, right? Theoretically speaking, double lung shot at 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect shot on her. Okay, so clearly we cannot cross there, and apparently she could. And even that spot there we can't cross. Well, I guess we'll have to go all the way around. And we should be able to cross right around here. In fact, let's look over here and see if we can't find out where we hit. Looks like dead center shoulder blade. So that should in fact be a nice lung shot. All right, it's gonna be a perfect double lung shot at 71 yards. And it's gonna be a 193.66, so almost a gold, but yeah, that's definitely the biggest one, and that is the one that we wanted to get right there. What a nice whitetail down. All right, guys, we just got to our next spot, and take a look at this giant whitetail buck here. He's less than 20 yards away, but the problem is our tree stand is right above him. I have no clue how in the heck we're going to make this happen, but somehow we got to figure out a way to get into that stand without spooking the crap out of this giant whitetail buck right here. Well, we made it in, but unfortunately, the deer ended up spooking. Oh, look at that. That's our giant buck right there. Well, he didn't go too far. He's only about 150 yards out. And he's already calmed down. Look at this. We got some more whitetail over here as well. Another good buck. Nowhere near as big as the buck that we already have coming in. But we might be able to go for about like an 80-yard shot over here, potentially. Depending on how close these deer decide to come in. But that's a solid whitetail buck there as well. Look at that. Looks to be like a 195 plus probably. Maybe 200 plus. Got some decent tines as well. Gonna hold tight at 100 yards. And 100 yards is gonna be just out of range. I'm not gonna be taking that shot. Oh my God, look over here. We got deer coming back in. We got a doe coming right across here. And there is our giant buck coming in, number 2. Right there, look at this. Ooh, we got a bad wind though, like I said before. Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna come too much closer. But we can't take that shot, he's a little too far. Okay, looks like the doe is taking off. I really wish that the scent eliminator would actually do something in this game. Because that is not gonna help us out too much. So at this point, the only thing that we can hope for is that the wind shifts more to the west side and starts blowing across the river instead of directly at that buck. We still have this buck over here, about 98 yards out, but he's way too far for a shot. And we have a bad wind to take that shot as well. So maybe we could try and call this buck. Ooh. Ooh. Hold up. This just might work. We put out one call and we already have a ton of motion. All these deer are working their way across this river right here. And if they cross, they potentially could come right underneath us for a nice opportunity to take them down with the recurve bow. Oh, look at this. Here they come. Oh my God, here they come. There's our buck right there. Alert! What? What? All these deer are calm? And he's alert. 80 yards out and he's already alert. And we have a decent wind as well. I mean, it's not great. Oh, here he comes. Oh, hold up. He's slowing down. Come on, just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Doe made it across. She's right there. Second doe is following. Third doe as well as the small buck should be coming across any second now. What? That buck just spooked. The smallest of the 3 bucks just spooked. That means we got to take a shot on this buck or we're never going to see him again. 62 yards. Bit of crosswind. Perfect shot. Dropped him right there. And smoked him. You know, that might be what our problem is as well. We got a bobcat coming across here. I wonder if that's what's got these guys all freaking out. Look at that. There he is. It's a female. She's about 90 yards out. We're going to be using the 420s just because. Got her! What a shot! She didn't even move. Didn't even move. 92 yards and she went right down. The last place we saw him was right over there. So I'm thinking that maybe if we go to the opposite side over here and set up a tree stand potentially in that tree there, we'll have a good win and we might be able to pull him across this river into range. Well, worth a shot anyways. Let's hop down and go pick up our buck. At least we did get a solid buck out of this, after all. And a nice little bobcat for a bonus as well. There goes that small buck. And a couple of those. Alright, so here's this buck. Definitely a decent buck. 184, ended up pulling off a beautiful 62-yard perfect double lung shoulder blade shot on that nice whitetail buck right there. So definitely a nice buck and an awesome shot. And I suppose we might as well go over here and pick up our bobcat as well. But yeah, I got a pretty good feeling that this bobcat has a lot to do with why this big buck isn't coming back in. Ended up drilling her at 93 yards right in the vertebrae. Is that our first New England bobcat? It might be. Well, I know we're not in a tree stand technically, but we got a bear cutting across here about 80 yards out from us. And we could easily bust out the AR, but I don't really want to spook everything in this area. So what I might just do is throw in the 600s into the hawk edge quick. Try and range him at about 80 right there. Crouch up, get him to slow down a little bit. He's hit. Took him on the run and he is hit. Got him in the intestine, I think, but he is not going far. That was honestly a pretty sweet shot. I probably could have just used the 420s and took him when he was like trotting out there, but I wanted to get something a little more solid. That way when we hit him, he didn't take off too far. All right, well, it didn't take too long, but we found our black bear down right over here. Let's see how we did. Ended up getting a running 73-yard intestine shot. And it's a dusky, so a sweet looking bear. But got him a little far back. However, he was kind of running. Oh. What do we got calling down here? Pretty sure it was a bobcat. It was actually a raccoon. In fact, it was a couple of raccoon crossing the river. 3 raccoons crossing the river. That's pretty cool, actually. Well, unfortunately, we weren't able to get that big buck to come back in, so we decided to try a new location here. We're right on the narrow river, and this river actually flows into the big river, which down over there is where we saw that giant buck. But this is a really good spot, so I'm hoping we get... Oh, right there. What do we got coming in? All right, well, we got a doe coming in here, so that's a pretty good sign. Oh, we got one more coming in. What do we got here? Ooh, another good buck. That's a tiny buck there. I didn't see him before. There's a doe right there. These deer are almost in range for a shot with the recurve. What is that, like 30? 40. Yeah, it's borderline in range. Maybe a tad bit too far, but almost in range. Holy, look at what just stepped out right there. A beautiful whitetail buck. He's 50 yards. And unfortunately, that's a little too far for a shot with the recurve. Oh man, I want to try that shot so bad. I want to try that shot so bad with the recurve. But I just don't know. Oh. Just a little too far. I'll try 40. But I just don't know if we should try 50 on a buck of that caliber. I just don't know. Alright, here he comes. Just take a couple steps closer. Just a couple steps closer. Alright, he's in range. If he turns broadside, We're going for the shot. I'd like him to come a tad, but we got does right underneath us. He should follow. Come on. Oh my god, here he comes. 30 yards. He's definitely in range right there. But unfortunately, that is not a shot. He's quartering a little bit too much at us. Oh my god, he's gonna walk right underneath us. He's 25 yards away. He's in range. I just might take that shot. Not that one. Give me an angle. Give me an angle. Got it! Quartering away. Perfect 20-yard shot. We smoked him. He was about to bolt too. All the does were getting sensitive and they could definitely tell we were here. So he was about to bolt and we took a quartering shot and smoked him right there. Ooh, that was awesome. Biggest buck out of a tree stand with a recurve bow right there. All right, let's go take a look. Centered him absolutely perfectly. Look at that. All right, here he is. Whoa, something's running around. Don't know what it is, but I definitely want to take a cool picture of this buck here because it's our biggest buck so far out of the tree stand. Let's pick him up. It's going to be a 219 gold. Got a double lung shot out of the tree stand, quartering away. What a nice shot there. I mean, especially the fact that he was about to bust us. And we took that shot quartering almost directly away. You can see just how high up we were from the tree stand there. And the entry of the arrow was almost perfect. Now, he's not quite as big as that giant that we saw before. But don't you worry. We're going to go back after that buck again. And this time, hopefully we outsmart him. Alright guys, so we decided to go back to where we first saw that giant 230 plus whitetail buck. But this time, we decided to move the stand a little bit closer to the edge of the river. That way, when we're right here, if that buck comes in from the opposite side, we'll be able to see him coming in from a long ways away. And if he comes in from over here, we'll be able to see him coming in as well. And while we're waiting, we got a nice level 7 male bobcat out here. At about 150 yards. We could potentially take that shot. And we just might. Okay. Pretty sure we got it. Pretty sure one of our shots hit it. Dude, we did get it. Oh my god. One of our shots connected. I just kept shooting at it because I thought, wait a second, how am I not hitting it? And I couldn't tell if we actually hit it or not because there was no flashing light on that bobcat, but apparently we hit it. And not only did we hit it, we dropped it at 160 yards. Wow, would you look at that? That could potentially be our first cottontail rabbit. It's only a female, so I'm gonna go with the 420s. Got it! Can you say talk about a hole-in-one right there? So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, our giant whitetail didn't come in, but we took down our first hare right there. No pun intended. And we took down our first Mexican bobcat. Well, first bobcat that we really wanted to get. We did get that female at 90 yards before over there, but I wasn't really trying to get that. The only reason I shot that is because it was scaring our whitetail. And yeah, this buck is nowhere to be found, unfortunately. So we need to figure out where he hangs out before here. And that means he's probably going to be feeding. So the good thing is we'll be able to be in an open field somewhere and we'll be able to see him coming in from a long ways away. Oh! Oh my God, that might be the herd that he's in. Where'd that buck come from? It's a good thing we stopped shooting because now we got deer coming in. These deer should have been here like 40 minutes ago. It seems like they're taking a little bit longer than usual to come in for some reason. Well, we've been sitting here waiting for about 30 minutes now, and we've seen no sign of that giant buck. So to me, I don't think he's gonna come into this spot for some reason. I don't know exactly why he won't come, but he is definitely not showing himself anywhere. And we've been watching for quite a while now. So as much as I don't really want to get down, I just feel like he's not going to come this way. So we should probably try and figure out where he's going to go next. But we got this black bear out here. And he's about 220 yards. So we're going to go for a shot on him. And as soon as I took that shot, if that is seriously our big buck, I don't think that would have been him. But how'd we do on our bear? Bear is down. We got hunting pressure. So cool. Yeah, we're going to get down and we'll have to figure out where this buck is feeding. Because he does not want to come back to this spot for some reason. And I can't quite figure out why. Alright, let's go over here and we'll grab our first hare. That was honestly a pretty sweet little bonus. Not gonna lie about that. And then we got our bobcat down too. Here's our hare. Looks like a headshot. Headshot right there. Holy, that's an epic headshot. 60 yards out, right to the head. It's a gray female eastern cottontail rabbit. Alright, so let's go over here and go take a look at our bobcat that we took at roughly 150 yards. It is right down here. Pretty sure we shot at this thing about 12 or 13 times. But one of the shots definitely did connect. Because he's laying right here. Oh, we hit him a couple times it looks like, huh? Alright, here's our bobcat down 24.86. Took him at 160 yards. Definitely didn't hit him as great as I wanted to, but you know what? We got him down. Alright guys, so this is our last chance to try and get this buck. Now, the other day I saw him out in this field. He was feeding right out in the middle here. We're nowhere near the river. So hopefully they like to feed out here and come back again in the next morning. Because honestly, this buck, he's really giving us a run for our money, I'll tell you that. This is the 5th attempt at trying to get this buck. So hopefully it's going to be the last. Oh my God. This could finally be the chance we've been waiting for. I cannot even believe that this is about to happen. It would be a dream if we can get him to come close enough to take him down with the recurve, but I just don't really know if that's going to be possible. But if it is, we're for surely going to try it. And there he is coming in right there. Holy, that thing is a giant. Alright, so recurve is going to be slot 6. I mean, it's looking pretty promising. Take a look at this doe. Look at where she's coming across. That's going to be about 40 yards, right? Oh, they might feed right there. No way. I'm seriously freaking out right now. We've been trying to get this buck for so long now. It's not even funny. And he's about to come into range. There he is right there. Ooh. Look at how smart that buck is. He's holding tight at 36. I don't really know if I could take that far of a shot. Oh, he's getting a little closer here. Come on, come on. Okay, 30. We can take him at 30. We can definitely take him at 30. Yes, baby, we got him! We finally got him! Oh, what a rush. Took him at 30 yards out with the recurve bow. And that should be our biggest buck of today's hunt. And boy, did we get him just in the nick of time. Holy. We're getting a call from a bobcat right now. And when these bobcats come, everything takes off. It's a level 4, so it's not a very big one. But, you know what? We got something for him. And it's probably not something that we... What is that? Oh, rabbit taking off. I mean, these things honestly scare absolutely everything. So he's 140 yards out. You know what? Let's see if we can't take him down with the hawk edge. 130. Should have a little bit of drop. Compensate for that walk. Hit him! He's hit! Oh my god, what a shot! Got him right in the head. 150 yards. Got him right in the head. And he's going down right there. He's down. Yes! What a shot. Oh, wow. This hunt turned out to be one of the most amazing hunts we've ever had. Not necessarily just on this map because it came out today, but I'm telling you, this buck was so smart. We tried to get him down here for so long. I had a tree stand set up here. Then I couldn't get him. We went over here, couldn't get him. Came back in from this outpost over on this side, over here. Snuck into the tree stand, still couldn't get him. Then what we decided to do is I found a feed zone right here. So I put the stand here, and we were actually just about to go to that stand. But then I thought, you know what? The wind is bad from here, so we have to come in from this side. So we came in from here, and I found max weight tracks right here, and then I realized, wait a second, that's our buck. So we set up our stand here in hopes that that buck would come back, and sure enough, they looped around and started feeding right here. So yeah, that took easily 2.5 hours of waiting for that buck to come in. All right, guys, let's finally get down and go take a look at our buck. Unbelievable. We finally got him. Finally. Holy, what a smart old buck. Wow. But here he is. Right here. An absolute beast of a whitetail buck indeed. Not very good lighting, but we'll take what we can get for now. Let's pick him up. He's going to be a giant 236.66 gold whitetail buck, and we took him at 32 yards out of the tree stand, pulled off a double lung liver shot. He was quartering away just like that. We pretty much split him right in the middle and centered that buck. He's actually a dark brown as well, so such a sweet color to this whitetail. Man, that is an awesome buck. We put so much effort into getting this thing, and it all paid off in the end. And yeah, we are definitely getting this thing mounted. We are definitely getting this thing mounted. Just because we put so much work into getting him, and we took him with the recurve out of a tree stand. We got him mounted. Holy, what a heck of a hunt. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know how excited you guys are to play the new map. Or I guess I should say, are you guys enjoying the new map? Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.